Hello everyone, I hope you are well and I am also fine. And today's topic is interesting and it is very questionable topics for me, and I'm going to describe that. And today's topic is uh, describe a successful person when you once studied and or worked with. So in my life, I have met with many different persons, and I have many friends, and some are become successful, and some are living my dream life. But most of them cannot be successful. But who are become successful, they have a life patterns and very industrious and very disciplined in their life. So I'm uh, going to not to describe only one of them. I'm going to describe a few of them that I have met. So at first I'm going to describe about a friend who now live in Canada, and I think he is very successful. So I'm going to describe about my school friend named Porosh, and I have studied with him for 5 years. And when I studied with him, he was not a good student, and I always helped him with his study. Um, but he was very um, um, extrovert, and he can communicate with the other peoples and the higher peoples and the school principals or our teachers. But I have no like such like that uh, skills or abilities. So later, after 5 years later, after exiting from our high school, he was able to lead in his dream life. Now he is in Canada, and he studies in university, and I think he works in a part-time job. And it is a matter of surprise that he already owns two Mercedes car, which is impossible for me. I can't even dream like that. So, and living in Canada is very expensive, and so he is now in a dream life, and when he posts, I just it makes my jaw drop of his lifestyle. So I think that communication on that process is very necessary. I was a very good student and study, but um, I have no such like that ability or skills, so I didn't do like that. And he also give a IELTS exam, but I never given IELTS exam or never tried to for a foreign country university. But I hope in 2026 this year I will try to go foreign countries, and I hope my fate will change this. So I'm going to describe another friend called Devjay Mitra, and he is now a student of um, Brack University, and he is a computer science engineer. And once upon a time, this was my dream, and I want to be a poet student and want to be a computer science engineer teacher student. But that lack of my discipline and hard work, I was not able to admit in any public university of Bangladesh. I failed to all of those university, and I never find any seat in any um, general uh, in public university for any general subject seat. So I have to study in a national university, and my dream is almost broken. But I never give up my hope. I also followed Facebook. In I also followed Devjay Mutro in Facebook, and I tried to know what he is doing and what he is learning. He has a website where he teaches different types of web things, and I just amazed by his very rich content, and I dreamed I will own a website like that. And I think he now incomes more than 1 lakh in a month, and He also do some internship from different companies, and I think he will do job in better companies like world's top company like Tesla or Google, etc. So I am also so he is also my role model, and I want to be a computer science engineer or computer science related things that needed most intellectual things. So I want to like him, and so later I want to explain another friends of mine, and he is very closer to me. And when in my higher secondary school life, we always met because he was always a seat for one bench later. And there is a hard discipline in our college life that the seat where we have to sit is always definite. There is no um, optional for us. So my friend Arif will always sit behind me, and we have a very good friendship. And we solve for different type of maths, but later it seemed that he become get a chance in Buet, and which was my dream, and I was dreamed for about 12 years. And after I gaining my sense, I always dreamed that I would be a student of Buet, but it was not possible because my SSC result was very bad, and I was get only 77 in math. So it was very sadful thing for me in my life. And um, after when I um, acknowledged that I will never get chance in Buet, I was almost broke for 1 or 2 years. I always cried in the bed for 1 year or 2 years at those time. And but nothing was um, done. No one cared about my sadness, and life is going like its own way. But on the other hand, my friend Arif, I never think that he will get chance in Buet, but he do that because um, in the class he was not so good, but he always want to practice, and he was always serious about his studies, and he always do well, want to do well in the class test. But I was not um, serious about my class test. But these things or these abilities or qualities make him to admit in the Buet, and he also studies in a dream subject like civil engineering. And I have also another one friend named Jion, who is a chemical engineer, and he was also like him, and he also now he is also a student of Buet. Jion was a very smart student, and he um, do different types of coachings, and communicate with the different teachers with the different subjects, and he always do well in the class test. So that was my dream, that to be a student of Buet. But there is nothing at all, and it was once my dream, but it already broke. So I have nothing to say about this at all. So I am going to just grab some of the questions that are included in the book. The first question is money only measure of success in your country? Though money is not only the measure of the success, but money is the most important, and then any most important, and it can be said that it is almost um, um, the measure of success in your country. I think nothing are so close than money, because money is everything. And though in our books, and sometimes it is very better to acknowledge money as a uh, s- um, tool of success, but it is true that without money we can't do nothing. So money is the idea. And if I have a 5 billion US dollar, or um, by any, if I get 5 billion US dollar or something like that, it can be said that I will be successful. I will leave my study, and um, I have nothing to do any hard work, and I will going to enjoy my life. So it can be said that money is the most important um, tool for measuring the success in our society. Uh, I think there is nothing at all um, that can be measured success for money. You when you get a job, it is also related to money, and when you go to a foreign country, it's also related to money. So everything is related to money when it is going to define to success. So it can be said that money is the only thing that can be measured success. But on the other hand, if someone uh, do well in the exam, it sometimes it cannot be seen that money has um, no work in that. But if we want to notice more deeply, we notice that the uh, boy who do well in the exams, his main target is to do a good profession, and earns a lot of money. So I think money is the only measure of success in my country. How do you define whether one is a successful person? When a person earns a lot of money, then he become a successful person, I think. So money is the thing, and money is the only thing that is can be said that a person is successful or not. When a people cannot earn money, or he earn very less, like a rickshaw puller or a labor in our country, then it is said that he is not successful. On the other hand, a doctor or engineer who earns more than 1 lakh in a month, it can be said that he is successful in his life, and he can lead a very enjoyable life. And he also um, buy good things for his family and friends, and everybody respects him for the money. So I think earn everyone should earn money at any cost. It can be legal or illegal, they must be um, earn money. What is the standard of success in your country? I think getting a chance in a public university, or getting a government job is defined a um, success in our country. But more than that, earning money is said to be the most important success in our country. um, the man who have more money, he gets more respect from everyone. He gets love from every member of his family. No, there is no hater when someone has money. So money speaks everything. Is there a contradiction between success and happiness? I think there is almost nothing um, um, in contradiction for happiness and successful. When a when a man becomes success in his career or his studies, he is always become happy. Maybe it can be for a few time, but he is always become happy when he becomes successful. Is it easy to succeed in the national test in our country? National test like a public exam or getting BCS jobs in our country is not so easy. um, we have to compete very hard in this process. In my life, I have never stood second in my life. I always stood the first in my class, and it was about 1000 to 2000, and it was in I was always become the best in my upazila, but I have never get any chance in any university in any general subject because there is too much competition. So there is a too compete there is so much competition that I have never I had never get a seat in public university. So I have to continue my study in a general university like national university, which is sometimes it not considered to be a university, and it considered as a college. On the other hand, BCS is very harder to get find. Um, yeah, there are so many competitors that um, the competitors numbers can be um, more than any other little countries, most of the little countries in the world. That is very competitive for a one seat. It sometimes compete about 2 to 3,000 competitors. So you so it is very hard to get a BCS job or like that. What are the factors that influence students grades at schools? I think money is the most important factor on this factor. Like when a students wants to be earn money, he always have to do work in a good profession. For getting a good profession, he have to upgrade his school grades. So I think money is the core thing of uh, increasing school grades. So that was all my video, and I don't want to say anymore. My uh, brain is hanging now. There is too much lie in the video. Don't take it seriously. Thank you, everyone.